What's up, guys? It's Brian here. I know I said I was taking a break for a week. I still am. I just had to make this video today because the pictures for the Star Wars Summer 2020 sets have finally been revealed. We've already talked about a couple of them, like, for example, the the 501st Battle Pack, obviously. Battle Pack, not really a Battle Pack. The ATAT, which has already been revealed, as well as the Razor Crest. But everything else has been revealed. No more leaks. It's all the press release. So let's jump into the Summer 2020 LEGO Star Wars line. So I already did a full video based on the set list that we got, where I just talked about like some of the rumors without getting into the leaks too much. But now that we have official pictures, let's talk about some of the sets that were on that list. The first one is obviously Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. This is such a great vehicle. It's an iconic vehicle. It's a vehicle that they've done before, though, so it's not too special for anything besides like nostalgia for me personally. I'm probably going to get it at some point. $30 is a little steep for just Anakin and R2. They could have thrown in another minifigure to make that value more there. But I think that, again, $30 is a lot. I'll probably wait for it to go down. But I do want this set for nostalgia because the 2005 one was one of my first ever LEGO Star Wars sets. They kept that same mold for the cockpit, the same wing mold. It's very good. It's the same Anakin minifigure as last year, but I just like the updated version of the vehicle, to be quite honest with you. So I'm very content with that. Next up, going in price orders, the one we're all most excited for besides maybe the 501st set. The AAT, it has been revealed, it was leaked last week or a couple weeks ago, but it has Ahsoka and an Ahsoka's clone trooper, the 332nd clone trooper, and 2 battle droids. It's a $40 set for 286 pieces. That is very, very high. I think that this set will go down in price very quickly because it is so obviously overpriced. It'll be $30 on Amazon very soon, so if you want to wait, you can wait. However, none of us are going to wait. We all want that Ahsoka and the 332nd. The battle droids kind of stink. I don't like that design for the droids at all. I know some of you guys do, but I just personally don't. The AAT doesn't look good, to be quite honest. It looks just like the last one from 2015. But who cares? This is a set that no one cares about the vehicle. Like, we want those minifigures. I might even pick up a second one of these at some point because I would want multiples of that Ahsoka clone trooper. Or maybe they'll go for on Bricklink for a decent price while they're still around. I don't know, but I'm just so happy that we get an updated Ahsoka and a 332nd clone trooper, which I had no idea that we were going to end up getting in this wave until this was officially revealed. So, a little bit overpriced, but you're paying for the value of the figures there. So, very, very excited for the AAT. Next up, we've got the Knights of Ren transport ship. This is a $70 set, almost 600 pieces, so the price per piece it's okay. 3 minifigures is really weak. I think if they threw in something like Chewbacca, that could have been really cool to play around with, or one of the other main characters. But just Rey and 2 Knights of Ren, not a very good value for $70 set. You want more than 3 minifigures in there. The ship, however, is very cool, very accurate. Obviously, this is the first iteration of the Knife 9, I believe it's called, and it gets the job done. It looks really good. It looks kind of small, though. I don't know if that's just me. Tell me what you guys think of it in the comments, but to me, it looks like a very small vehicle. Maybe I'll just have to see it in person to make it look like it's worth it, but it looks like a tiny little vehicle. The Knights of Ren are awesome-looking minifigures. It's a recycled version of Rey. But now we finished off the Knights of Ren collection for any of you collecting it out there. I personally wasn't. So $70 is a lot, I think. Wait for it to go down. But another good set if you're into the Rise of Skywalker. Next up is by far the most disappointing set in the wave, the one that leaked first, the General Grievous Starfighter set. The vehicle is good. I have no complaints with the actual vehicle itself, but the minifigure selection and price is very poor. It's an $80 set that comes with 3 minifigures, none of which are new characters. There's no... We thought we were getting a Phase 2 Cody. I hyped it up in my video so much, and I apologize. I really thought we were getting a Phase 2 Cody in this set, but they just recycled... They recycled the Obi-Wan from the Mustafar set, so you could get that Obi-Wan for $20. They recycled that Grievous from the Grievous' speeder from a few years ago, and a couple other sets. That was a $30 set, so again, cheaper ways to get both of those figures. And then they updated the 212th Airborne Trooper, and me as a fan of the 212th, I don't like this upgrade as much as I thought I would. I think the 2014 version is so much better. I don't care for all the detailing on the boots and hips. It looks cool, but it's not going to be, if I were to get the set, which I'm not, it's not going to be like it's not going to flow well with my 212th Army for right now, because I have 10 of these guys already from the 2014 version. So I like that version a lot better of that figure. And I also have a Grievous ship from 10 years ago, but it's good to see it get an upgrade. I'm sure it'll excite some of you guys who don't have these figures yet, but I don't know. I was very let down. $80 is way too much for this set. Way too much. So wait for that to go down for sure. That's quite a theme with this wave is wait for the price to go down. All right, so the next two sets I'm going to talk about kind of came out of nowhere. The first one is the remake of the Death Star Final Duel set. This is one of my favorite scenes from Star Wars, if not my favorite scene in all of Star Wars. I didn't get the 2015 version because, I don't know, I just didn't really, I don't have a place to display it right now. I have most of these figures, so like, I don't really need this. I kind of like it though. I kind of want it. They updated a couple of the designs, but it's pretty much the same build. But it's $100 for 775 pieces. That's a lot of money for not a lot of pieces. And I get there's some big pieces in there, like the windows and there's a new version of Darth Vader. I'm pretty sure he actually has arm printing too. And he's got updated prints all around. And the Luke is the same, Palpatine's the same, everything is the same except for Darth Vader. And some of the builds in here are pretty cool. It's a cool scene. I'll consider picking it up when it goes down in price, but I don't know. It's a remake, and remakes don't do anything for me, really, if the first set was good, but I'm sure it'll appeal to some of you. And the next set that came completely out of nowhere is the Star Wars Resistance ITS transport from Galaxy's Edge, which I am usually not a fan of these kind of like cash grabby sets that like are based on Disney properties like the Freemaker stuff and the Yoda Chronicles stuff. Yoda Chronicles was okay. But so I was hesitant about this one at first. I was like, they're making a Galaxy's Edge set. This is an amazing, amazing set. And not just because of the, like the minifigures are all pretty much new and exclusive. And the build is actually really interesting. It's the transport that you ride in the Rise of the Resistance ride in Galaxy's Edge. But the vehicle itself is really well done, and the price is reasonable. It's 932 pieces for $100. So for those of us who like to do price per piece, 10 cents per piece, right around there, it's not a bad value. I think that this is more of a $100 value than the Death Star Final Duel, if you ask me. And these minifigures are really good. They're specific characters from Rise of the Resistance. So if you like that ride, I know not a lot of people have gotten to go on it because the lines have been so long. And Disney World's been closed for, a couple months because of the virus. So I hope this set stays on shelves for quite a long time because it'll give people who go to Galaxy's Edge in a few years an opportunity to pick this up. Like, I'm probably not going to get to Galaxy's Edge for a few years. And who knows, maybe I might want this set later on. It might not be available. So I think this is a set that is poorly timed, unfortunately, because the situation of the world. It would have a lot more hype if more people got to go to Galaxy's Edge. But this is a cool set. It's really cool to even add to your Resistance army. So I like this one quite a bit, actually. And the final set in the wave is the Advent Calendar. If you don't want spoilers for the Advent Calendar, skip to this timestamp and pause the video and skip there so you can skip the Advent Calendar. But for those of you who want the spoilers for the Advent Calendar, honestly, this is the best Advent Calendar in years. As far as minifigure selection, the mini builds are incredible. I actually really like a lot of these little builds, and the figures are really good as well. You have two distinct Christmas builds. You have Darth Vader and Poe Dameron in Christmas sweaters. You have a Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. Rey from Rise of Skywalker, with a figure I don't have. The Sith Trooper, a figure I don't have. Another Porg. You get a pit droid for the first time since like 1999. No, maybe it was 2007. I don't know. Pit droid, Stormtrooper, and what else was in there? And Dio in a little Santa hat. Like, come on, this is such a great little Advent Calendar. And the mini builds, there's the Razor Crest, and there's a Republic frigate, and a Separatist cruiser. There's a Falcon in there, and Darth Vader's castle. There's just so many cool little builds in this thing. A Christmas Gonk droid, a Gonk droid snowman. This is a great Advent Calendar, and I'm probably going to buy it. For the first time since 2013, I'm probably going to get the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar because this is such a fun one, and I just love the figure selection. The builds are really good, so I'm happy with it. Obviously, $40. We know Advent Calendars are always $40. And so that is it. Those are all the sets from this wave. Now, obviously, a few others haven't been revealed. There's the buildable Baby Yoda, which I'm pretty sure is coming later this year in September-ish. There's those mosaics that are coming out later this year as well, I think. And there's a rumor of a UCS shuttle Tidarium that could be coming out. So we haven't seen everything yet, but this is the, August wave of LEGO Star Wars sets. This is a really good wave. I like a lot of these sets. They're very pricey, though, so I'm going to like these sets a lot better when they go down in price in a couple months or next year. But what are you guys picking up on day one? I'm going for some 501sts, the AAT, maybe even the Anakin Starfighter. We'll see. I'm going to get the Advent Calendar at some point as well to do that in December. And that's going to just about do it for this little analysis. Leave this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment. Which are you the most excited for? I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. I'm still going to take a break for the rest of the week. I will be back next week with more videos. The next video you should see from me is another custom clone tutorial, so keep your eyes out for that. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.